Go ahead and take out this paper called Place Value and Rounding, and let's write down, are you reading closely and looking? Circle the question mark and go all the way back to the beginning of the sentence. Let's read the question. It says, which number could she have been describing? So let's cross it off, and let's cross off the U because we already underlined it, and now let's read the rest of the information. It says, Mrs. Schnitzer described a number. The value of the 4 is 400. The number is greater than 3,458. So let's cross off that R, and now let's start circling some clues. So it's telling me that this number that we're looking for has a value, and value means how much it is. It has a value of the 4 as being 400. So that means the 4 has to be in the hundreds place. So let's write an H right there. And it's saying that one of these numbers has to be greater, that means bigger, than 3,458. So let's go ahead and circle that number. And in the question, it's asking which of these numbers could she have been describing? Go ahead and circle describing. That means which one was she talking about? Once you finish circling, cross off the C. Once you finish labeling, cross off the L. And what time is it? It's 3-step time. So let's go ahead and start our 3-step. What should we do first in our 3-step? The main idea. My main idea is going to say, which number was she describing? The most important details here is what she was talking about. She was saying that the number has to have a value of 400, and she was saying that the number has to be bigger than 3,458. So I'm just going to take an arrow and I'm just going to bring it here, because the rest of my strategy is just going to have to be done on the answer choices. So I need to label my answer choices, and then I need to eliminate or cross off my answer choices. Okay. So let's start with this first bullet point. She says she needs the value of the 4 to be 400. So what we need to do is start labeling our place values, and we can use the place value anchor chart to help us out with that. So the number that's on the very edge over here is going to be in the ones place. So the number over here on the very edge is going to be on the ones place. So let's label that with an O. The next place value is the tens, and then the hundreds, and then the 1,000s. So let's just go in order. Ones, tens, hundreds, and then 1,000s. Ooh, does this 4 have an H? Yes, so it is in the hundreds place, and it does have a value of 400. So maybe that's our answer. Now let's go ahead and label the place values for these. Ones, tens, hundreds. Ooh, that 4 is in the hundreds place too. Maybe this is our answer too. Let's go on to C. Ones, tens, hundreds. Ooh, that one's also in the hundreds place. And in D, it's ones, tens, hundreds. Is there a 4 in the hundreds place there? No, that's a 5. So we can cross that off, and we can cross off D. That's not going to be our answer. Now let's look at the next bullet point. It says the number has to be greater than, bigger than 3,458. And the greater number gets the greatest number of dots. So let's put 2 dots next to each of these numbers. The smaller number on the other side gets 1 dot, but these big numbers get 2 dots. So now that we have our symbol, we have to figure out which one of these is going to be bigger than that small number. So let's copy this number down here, here, and here to compare. Okay, whenever we compare, we have to start comparing in the biggest place value. If we take a look at the place value chart again, the biggest place value is the number in the 1,000s place. So that's the place value that's all the way over here. Both of these have a 1,000s place, so let's start comparing. Which one is bigger, 3,000 or 3,000? They're the same, so let's cross them off. That's not going to help us figure out which one is bigger. What about the 400 or the 400? Well, those are the same too, so let's cross those off. And in the tens, what's bigger, 40 or 50? 50 is bigger. The bigger number gets the biggest number of dots. So it needs 2 dots. This number needs 2 dots. And we had to fix the symbol. That means A is wrong. Let's go on to B. Let's go to the biggest place value. What's bigger, 3 or 3? Now they're 4, they're 4. Well, they're the same too. What about the 60 or the 50? Well, the 60 is bigger. The biggest place value gets the biggest number of dots. It gets 2 dots. So here I'm going to put 2 dots, and it matches. I did not have to fix my symbol. So maybe B is still my answer. Let's go on to the next one. 3 or 3. Well, those are the same. 4 or 4. Those are the same too. 2 or 5. Well, the 5 in the tens place is bigger over here, and the bigger number gets the biggest number of dots. We had to fix our symbol, so that means C is also wrong, and our answer is B.